What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Keane. And we're going to listen to the first of a few bonus tunes back on their first album, Hopes and Fears. Indeed, I apologize, I jumped to the next album, I sort of forgot that there were non-album tracks, and indeed, Philip was saying Bedshaped is one of his favorites, so yeah, I noticed there's a number of others in the folder that are listed as bonus tunes but are not remixes, whereas one of the tunes is a remix, but there's multiple tracks that are, again, different from any of those on the album, but clearly, were B-sides or just non-album tunes. So, yeah, bed-shaped. It's weird to think of something that is bed-shaped, that is described as bed-shaped, because that would imply it's not a bed. You don't refer to a bed as being bed-shaped. It's sort of a tautology. It's like, yeah, a table is a table. Of course, a table is a table, although one can, of course, get into philosophical conceptions of what can serve as a table. Does it have to be deliberately designed, or is it anything that you eat something on top of? But those philosophical questions aside, yeah, I wonder what is bed-shaped that is not a bed. I suppose someone's, their love could be bed-shaped, or there could be some, like, conceptual thought that is not so much a literal shape, but shaped in the form of what a bed represents, or, a place where love and, life is lived in a certain sense. I do wonder, again, what is bed-shaped? Let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Keane. The tune is indeed bed-shaped, and it's a bonus track included in an expanded folder for their 2004 album, Hopes and Fears.
Many's the time I ran with you down the rainy roads of our old town. Many the lives we lived in each day, and buried all together. Don't laugh at me. Don't look away. You'll follow me back with the sun in your eyes, and on your own bed-shaped legs of stone. You'll knock on my door, and up we'll go in white light. I don't think so, but what do I know? What do I know?
Cheers to you, Philip. You are very, very correct. An amazing tune. A contender for my favorite from them so far. Admittedly, I'm working from one album, but it's interesting that's a B-side and not an album track, 'cause that's incredibly memorable. Now, the meaning, not sure of certainly, and there are a couple lines in particular, including the one following the title track, the title line, that there's a key word I'm not sure of. Like, what turned to stone? What? But it felt like someone saying, like, they know there's issues and the other person seems to be intent on leaving, but they're convinced that it's not going to end up that way. There's going to be some turnaround and the person's going to come back. So it feels like hopeful. It feels like predictive. I may be reading this wrong, of course, and there may be elements, even if there's a rough sketch of that is relevant, that have a much more particular angle. But yeah, it felt like someone acknowledging that there's some disconnect, but at some point there's going to be a reunion, or a what's the correct word? I can't think of it, of course, because in the moment these are the kind of things that happened. If this happened at the beginning of a video, this would be a blooper. But yes, they had a communion, a coming together, or at least that's perhaps the perception of the narrator. Nevertheless, a really cool bonus track, and it just makes me want to go through the other bonus tunes. And in the moment, I'm forgetting what, there's like it's like a remix of one of the album tracks, but presuming that's of interest as well, I'll go through that. So we'll do everything before I jump back to the second album, which is funny because when I started it, there were a couple people who said, like, oh man, like this one is a favorite of mine. So looking forward to getting back to that, but much more to do first. And once again, shout out to Philip for sharing everything in a very clear and organized way, and countless patience, so you are always appreciated. And yeah, ultimately, having been new to this group and knowing as I went into it that some people were saying the vocals, you're not going to be disappointed by the vocals. You may even, catch some homages to the way that Morton delivers his vocal performances. But hearing it, like going through it, there's some moments here where it's just like, oh my god, he sounds so good. So again, shout out to Keane overall, and as well as to the vocals specifically. So let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.